Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It is Killer John and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be rocking with the RPR EVO, but before we get into the class setup today, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that the subscribe button is down there if you want to keep up with everything here on the channel. Also, the like button is down there if you enjoy what you see here. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this gameplay. So the gameplay that you're watching in the background here is a gameplay where I go on a 22 gun streak toward the end of the game here, and it is really cool. I get my Relentless medal, and it was a very, very good game for me, especially considering Infinite Warfare right now is filled with a bunch of tryhards, a bunch of sweaties. But hey, without further ado, I'm going to let you guys know how to go ahead and deal with these guys. So starting off, we have the RPR EVO, and this gun, this entire class setup actually, is my stealth class setup. So what that means is I'm going to be sticking to the outskirts of the map, and I'm really going to be very, very stealthy whenever I'm moving around here. I'm going to try and stay off the radar as much as possible, and I'm going to try and stay out of people's lines of sight. But to accomplish that, I'm going to have to run a very specific set of attachments. So on the RPR EVO, I run quick draw, extended mags, and a silencer. Extended mags is because I don't feel like this gun has quite enough ammo considering how high the fire rate is, and the silencer is obviously so I can stay off the minimap. Quick draw just kind of lets me aim down the sights faster, and for a very, very heavy rushing class, which is what this is, it's definitely needed. So those are my attachments. Moving on to the perks. For the perks, I have Dexterity, which just allows me to reload faster. As I said, this is a rushing stealth class, so basically anytime that you have to reload, you're not able to shoot, and that's not good if you're right up in the enemy's face. Moving on, we have Ghost. Obviously, Ghost is just going to keep us off the minimap. And then next in the perk 2 slot, we have Scavenger. I ran Scavenger on this class because I wanted to try and go on a big kill streak. You could also trade this out for something like Hardline or Cold-Blooded. I didn't feel that it was needed for me because I wanted to go on, like I said, a big kill streak, and ammo was much more important. Moving on to the perk 3 setup, we have the perk Gung Ho. Now, Gung Ho I didn't think was that useful in this game, but then I started using it with this RPR EVO, and I have to say that Gung Ho is not that bad of a perk, especially if you run it on a submachine gun. I haven't actually used this on an assault rifle, but I might give it a try just because I didn't think, you know, with an assault rifle you kind of sit back, but with a submachine gun you're really running and gunning. So basically what I did, I threw it on there just to see what would happen, and I actually ended up getting a very, very good gameplay out of this. So let's go back and let's talk about the RPR EVO. The RPR EVO is a submachine gun that can also be changed into an assault rifle. So this gun is both good for short range and medium range. I wouldn't really necessarily say that you should use this gun on long range situations, just for the fact that the range is not that good on it. The range kind of, after about, I don't know, I'd say about 30 meters, it really drops off in this game. But if you're playing on a map like Frontier and it's very close quarters the entire time, then it's definitely a good gun, and it's definitely something that you want to give a try. Another thing that you can do for this class setup if you want to change it up is you can swap out that silencer and go for the rifled barrel. I've seen a couple other commentators do this. The reason that you want to do this is the RPR EVO does not have an extremely long range. So for a map like Frontier, which I'm on now, it doesn't really matter. But if you're trying to play on, you know, Precinct or something like that with this class, obviously it's not going to work that well because you have longer lines of sight. So the RPR EVO with a silencer probably won't work quite as well. But if you throw in a rifled barrel, then the rifled barrel will give you an increased range, which will just let your gun do damage for longer ranges, which is very nice, especially if you're playing on longer maps. I wouldn't really use the RPR EVO for anything longer than Precinct, probably. So any maps that are bigger than that, I'm trying to think of some of the map names. Sadly, the game's still kind of new and all the other maps suck. Really, the only maps that I really like on this game are the ones that were in the beta. So Frost, Frontier, Throwback, all of those maps I thought were really good. But all the new ones that they put in for the full game, I think they're pretty much crap, and I feel like the game would actually be better without them. But I think that's going to be it for this commentary, guys. I just want to talk about the gameplay here for a second. So with the gameplay, I do end up getting my Relentless medal, and I get 2 more kills after that, and then I kind of get shot in the back, which is really unfortunate. But in this gameplay, I go ahead and I believe I call in 3 wardens, which is absolutely insane. So I get 3 bombardments, and I get 3 wardens. I don't think that, I mean, I've been on some long kill streaks, but I don't think I've had a kill streak quite like this in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare yet. So hopefully I'll be getting to the nuclear kill streaks very, very soon. That's another thing that I want to talk about, but I want to discuss in a separate video. I want to talk about the nuclear kill streak, and I also want to talk about the salvage and the keys in the game for right now, because it seems like you get it very, very slowly. I want to discuss this in a separate video though, and I want to discuss some ways to get it a little bit faster, but it's not that big of a help if I'm completely honest. So we're going to cover that in a separate video, but I'm going to have to get some more gameplay ground out in order to do that. Anyway, moving on, we're about to get our, I think this is our third bombardment, and as I said, this freaking class setup, it just absolutely rips. There's our relentless metal. We're going to pick up one more kill. We're going to reload. We're going to pick up another kill here. Boom. Then we got this guy, and I go and I freaking chase, which I shouldn't have done, and I get shot in the back. And that is the end of our freaking kill streak. But hey, that's okay, because that's the end of the game anyway. Anyway, guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know about the class setup in the description if you have used it and if you found any luck with it. It seems to be a very solid class setup, so let me know what it is that you guys like, and also if you have any ways to improve it, put it in the comment section below, because I'm sure other people would like to try out your class setup as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.